The following program contains language, images, and/or subject matter that may be objectionable to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Direct from Albany, New York, it's time for The Media Zone with your hosts, Ed and Dave. Tonight, a look at this week's new film and DVD releases. And the chance to win free movie tickets with the Poster Pairs game. And now your hosts, Ed and Dave!
Hello and welcome to the Media Zone. And Dave here. And Dave with you, and getting towards mid-May, the summer movie season, Dave. Used to be May 25th. We started with Jaws and Star Wars, and now we've pushed it back to May, the beginning of May, first weekend in May.
They can't go back any further than that.
That's it. May is it.
That's right.
Kids are still in school.
Right.
I was just thinking, I saw our previous matinee ladies in the opening of our show.
Which we see every opening at.
We do.
Just want to point that out.
But this time I was flipping around and on the Freeform channel, which used to be ABC Family. A couple weeks ago now, I was flipping around, and there I see Cammie in her performance in Bringing Down the House.
Wow.
There she was.
Did she have a line?
No, she was dancing behind Steve Martin, I believe.
That's right. You did.
It's a small part, a background part, but there she was. She's out there even today, as it was a good, I think that was 2002 that was out. Which also means that the Freeform channel is bringing back stuff from a long time ago now. But anyway, we have current films tonight, Dave.
Yeah, let's do some films.
We have 4 bad ones tonight. I'm sorry, folks. But
how can you say that? You haven't seen them.
Maybe
we don't review movies, Ed. We just explain what's available to guide the viewer into what they may or may not wish to see. And then you are skewering this immediately by saying we got 4 bad films. What is going to make them want to stay and watch the show now? They go, oh, honey, 4 bad films. You don't have to watch this.
Okay, maybe you have a point there, but usually we skewer the films. That's where the fun comes in.
Oh, is that what? Okay.
We have Last Days in the Desert, which is a Jesus film.
Yes. Group
we
rates
have
available.
Search Party. That's kind of a wacky, dirty comedy. Maybe something there. The Lobster, which looks like an art film. And Money Monster, which to me looks like Dog Day Afternoon. So we'll see.
All right.
If we have, maybe there's something as we look at the trailers tonight.
There could be a gem amongst them, Ed.
There may be a gem. So let's start off with Last Days in the Desert.
Okay. Who's doing that?
I'll do that one.
Okay, because you want to mention about the group rates?
There may be some group rates. I think this is too arty for the group rates in this one. Ewan McGregor, Clarion Hines.
Is that an L or an I?
That's an I.
That's Sierran. Sierran Hines?
Sierran Hines?
Maybe? Something like that?
I'm guessing that's him. There's not a lot of people in this film.
No.
This film follows Jesus in an imagined chapter from his 40 days of fasting and praying in the desert. On his way out of the wilderness, he struggles with the devil, also played by McGregor.
Ooh, a dual role.
Over the fate of an ordinary family in crisis, setting for himself a dramatic test with distinctly human conflicts.
This does look awful. So McGregor's playing 2 roles.
We're not hearing the audio here, but it sounds an awful lot like Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Star Wars films, which was 1, 2, and 3, as we went through a couple of weeks ago. But I didn't know Jesus had a British accent, Dave.
Well, maybe he's not doing the British accent.
It did. It sounded like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, so you've heard this. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how do we know what kind of an accent he had? I mean, what was he? He was
He was a Jewish man.
Yeah, out in that part of the world.
As far
Whatever
as-
accent they had is what they had.
As far as I know, that wasn't British. But you'll be happy to know this was a short 1.5-minute trailer.
Yes.
Which was more than enough.
Yes, it was. All right, let's move on to Search Party.
Oh,
starring T.J. Miller, Adam Pally, and Thomas Middleditch. Oh, man, look at this. Convinced that his buddy Nardo...
this is the Green Band trailer, by the way.
Oh, is it?
We just saw a vomiting donkey.
Oh, I missed it. I was looking down.
The other one is much worse.
Was that Jennifer Love Hewitt by any chance?
No, I don't think so.
No? Anyway, convinced that his buddy Nardo is making the mistake of his lifetime by marrying Tracy, Jason puts a dramatic end to their wedding. When the furious bride decides to take her Baja honeymoon solo, Nardo follows her, where the lovesick groom is carjacked, left stranded, naked, and penniless in a remote part of the Mexican desert. And probably afraid as well. Helpless, Nardo sets out. An SOS to Jason and their pal Evan, an up-and-coming ad exec slated for an important business meeting the next morning. During their ridiculous attempt to rescue Nardo, the trio embarks on a series of increasingly outrageous misadventures involving con artists, drug smugglers, even the federales, in this wild and wacky action comedy, rated R for some language, drug use, and brief violence. So does this look like those, what was those?
Hangover?
Yes, the Hangover films.
And the Red Band trailer does have a lot of the naked Nardo scenes in it.
Is it his hiney?
I think basically hiney. I think I may have seen a bush, though.
Oh, wow. You sure it wasn't Kate Bush?
Running up the hill?
Yep.
That we could think of, but not level 42 earlier.
Right, level 42.
These are not name actors here.
No. But isn't TJ Miller in that Silicon Valley show on one of these pay channels?
Is he?
I think he is. He was in one of those monster films that was the handheld...
Cloverfield?
Yes.
Ah.
Thank you for helping me out there.
Search Party. Don't bend over when you're nude.
Not when the federales are coming up behind you.
Sorry.
He doesn't look nude there. He's wearing something.
Not enough. All right.
There's an ant crawling across the desk.
Don't kill him. It may be Scott Thomas, the Ant-Man, Dave.
All right, I just covered him up a little bit. He's under the Pepsi can now. I mean, the soda can.
The Lobster is next. This is this is the Artie film. Colin Farrell, Rachel Weisz, and
I believe it's Vice.
Is it Vice? I can't say that.
I believe it is.
You should have done this one.
All right.
John C. Reilly, I know. Colin Farrell stars as David, a man who has just been dumped by his wife. To make matters worse, David lives in a society where single people have 45 days to find true love, or else they are turned into an animal of their choice and released into the woods.
I have to see this one.
It's an art film.
That's the thief, the wife, the cook, and the lover.
David is kept at the mysterious hotel while he searches for a new partner. This sounds better than Plenty of Fish. And after several romantic misadventures, decides to make a daring escape to abandon this world. He ultimately joins up with a rebel faction known as the Loners, a group founded on a complete rejection of romance. But once there, David meets an
enigmatic.
Oh wow, stranger who stirs up unexpected and strong feelings within him. Rated R for sexual content, including dialogue and some violence.
This looks not. You know what? This is an interesting premise. This is what we need. See, this is original. It's an original premise. It's not a stupid superhero film.
Right.
It's a little original. So I may have to see this.
Oh, maybe we found something for Dave here.
The Lobster. Is that like someone's choice of the animal they want to be? The Lobster?
It's kind of a version of Logan's Run, where you're 30 and you die and people escape from the area. But we've added the unique thing of turning into an animal, and kind of like Dr. Moreau we've thrown in here.
Oh, this is
Alfred Hitchcock, ladies and
See
gentlemen.
now, aren't you Aren't you a little disappointed that you opened up the show with we got 4
Yeah, I shouldn't do that
losers for
because
you?
there might be something for you at home here.
That's right.
Something like the Lobster. Something different you might want to check out.
See, we're as surprised as you are, folks, with what these films are about. We really don't know. We're just winging this here.
Right.
This is off the cuff. The Lobster. All right. Money Monster. Money Monster, directed by Jodie Foster. Oh, look at that. It's, what's her name? Julia Roberts.
She looks better in this one than that other one we saw.
Yes. George Clooney, Jack O'Connell. This is in the real-time, high-stakes thriller Money Monster. George Clooney and Julia Roberts star as financial TV host Lee Gates and his producer Patty, who are put in an explosive situation when an irate investor who has lost everything forcefully takes over their studio. Yeah. Jim Cramer, you and your stupid things, you hawk. Loser. During a tense standoff broadcast to millions on TV, live TV nonetheless, Lee and Patty must work furiously against the clock to unravel the mystery behind a conspiracy, the heart of today's fast-paced, high-tech global markets. I'm sure it's rated R, but I don't know.
No rating there.
No rating.
You remember seeing any trailers for this along the way?
No.
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 Remember the one time a man with a gun came into our studio, Dave, leaving us in a cliffhanger.
That's right. That's right. I believe you injured your arm in that episode, did you?
No,
that was the werewolf, wasn't it?
That was when a werewolf wandered into us.
Oh, I remember that. And yeah, blood coming out of whose mouth? Who had the? Is that Bill?
I had some blood.
Okay, someone got. I remember you yelling, "Yeah, they got a gun!"
It was a shotgun, I believe.
Was.
I forget who was holding.
God.
If I ever find that, we'll put that on YouTube. To go through our archives for that one.
Good effects on that. Good sound effects with the
gunshots.
The gunshots.
Yeah, we had some good cliffhanger episodes during the heyday of the cliffhanger.
Okay. How long is this clip?
This is the 2.5 plus, maybe.
Plus.
Luckily, that Jesus one was,
A little short?
A little short.
But still, we run out of things to say.
We have. Doesn't this look like more or less a type variation of Dog Day Afternoon here?
I don't know. I guess it could be.
Disgruntled man, he's robbing a bank, and this one he's complaining.
Well, there's always disgruntled people, Ed.
There is. Jodie Foster, good to see her directing again.
Is it good? What was the one that she did with Mel Gibson?
Is that The Man Without a Face? Was that the one?
No.
Or was it Maverick?
No, she directed something with Mel Gibson.
Oh, that wasn't the odd one where he was the puppet.
Yeah.
Talking to the puppet. Yeah. She went with him even after his troubles.
Even after his tirade
against
people of certain.
Yeah, we won't go into it. Right. Yeah. When Trump gets in, all the political correctness will be back out the window.
Right.
We can talk about such things.
What we got? DVD releases or deaths? What are we doing?
DVD releases and the deaths we can do tonight.
Deadpool
was out February 14th. Well, what's this? February, March, April, May. That's 3 months, Dave.
Okay.
This was good. This was an R-rated. You might like this one, Dave, because it was rated R, and there's a lot of dirty language and dirty stuff.
I may have to go to the red box for this once I get a DVD player hooked up, since I can't figure out how to do it.
Well, neither can Mike Keene, apparently, so we'll come over and help you out.
I'll tell you the story in a moment.
Okay. Jeez. They can be complicated.
Oh, look at that.
Best Buy has one of these steel box items. Most of these places have, I'm not thrilled with a steel box. I like a plastic box.
$1.20 red box.
Yeah, you don't have to pay $20 for your steel box. But it was good, Deadpool. You should go check that out.
Your boy.
This was the horror movie released in January, which they do. This stars who? Maggie from The Walking Dead was in this one, I believe. Nope, it was the boy was a dummy, and I don't know what the premise was. He probably came alive and killed people, I'm just guessing. I've heard of this. This is a 70s film. Wasn't Patty Duke, was it? I think it may have been Patty Duke.
I don't know, maybe. You'll like my mother.
I believe it was A Killer Mother.
Okay.
Based on Psycho.
Shouldn't run with scissors. Oh, this is a TV series.
This didn't have a theme, did it? It did have a theme. I didn't see this. You watched the whole series? Was it good? Yeah. It was all right. No named stars, right? No. They changed the screen mask a little bit, I think.
Apparently it's on MTV.
You'll never see it coming, Dave. I don't know if that's a play on words.
I wouldn't see it going either, because I'm not ever going to see it.
Too many shows out there. They did the, what was the other horror series they did? Sorority House with Jamie Lee Curtis. What was that one? Scream Queens.
Oh.
That was another one.
Did that get renewed?
I think it has. Now, this was interesting. This is a long-lost film.
Well.
But recently, Sally Field was doing an interview and saying there was one actor she didn't enjoy working with.
Was it Tommy Lee?
It was Tommy Lee Jones. And here it is out on Blu-ray. We can check out and see the chemistry that wasn't in the romantic film here.
He's a very intense actor.
He is. He should be placed in back roads, white fare. And especially not in high definition.
No.
In a romantic piece.
No. Tommy Lee has a very high character face about him. Good actor, though.
He's good for Two-Face, a Batman film, but not in a romantic
I believe
comedy.
he was also very good in Days of Our Lives.
What, the
soap? I think he was in that.
Huh. He was in Black Moon Rising also, which was a Knight Rider type film.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, my TV went.
Yeah.
So my son was away for the weekend.
Your TV went.
It went.
Your big screen TV?
Well, big screen, I don't know, 37-inch TV.
But it was a new, this is the first I've heard of a new type of TV.
Well, I've had it for like 12 years.
Okay.
So it just went, and then my son was away for the weekend.
Yeah.
So I called him and I said, thank you for the TV. I went up into his room and I brought his down, which was a 37-inch TV, and I couldn't get it to work.
Uh-oh.
And then I just had to disconnect the DVD player to get it to work, and I said, one of these days, he's going to have to check it out and figure out how to hook it up for me. He went out and bought a $900 4K 50-inch smart TV.
Oh, no.
It's just with this. He says Time Warner doesn't support 4K, and I said, well, why do you have a 4K TV? He said, well, it's a smart TV. I can get internet, YouTube, and all. I said, and all that stuff is supported 4K. It does have quite the picture, but you know, for $400, I can get a 50-inch non-smart TV. With 4K. Well, I should have done that and just left his TV up to him. But
4K, nothing is really supported in there, and if it is, you want to see it in 4K. As you saw, I put a couple on. You have to buy a special 4K Blu-ray player and the special 4K Blu-ray discs. But I think it's backwards compatible, so you can watch Blu-ray on your 4K TV.
You don't need special glasses.
No, it's just another higher definition. Are you seeing
how high definition, other than having the actors in your room with you?
Right.
How much better? Whatever happened to buying a TV and plugging the damn thing into the wall and turning it on?
That we don't have anymore.
Major setup we need now.
Yeah, the 4K, I don't know what's involved with setting that up. Did you figure that one out?
I didn't. It's his TV. He did it.
And that's in his room?
Yeah.
How big is that one?
50.
You can't have a 50.
Yes, you can. He does, yeah. Yeah. But he bought a universal remote, too. And he said that was a pain to get. That works with the TV, the DVD, whatever player he's got, his PlayStation, the cable box, and through his phone. I don't know how that works, but he'll put something, then he'll bring up his phone and he'll go to YouTube and it'll be up on his TV screen and it'll start playing videos or TV shows or something. Okay. And it's a beautiful picture, there's no doubt about it, but.
So if you've seen.
$900.
900. Well, it's the price of a. Probably
That's
mine.
not bad.
No.
For the size.
Do we know the brand of that?
Sony.
Sony, that's good.
But yeah, there was a Sony non-smart TV for $499 50-inch 4K. I said, well, geez, when this one goes, that's by then there'll be like a 12K out or something where you can see, the blackheads on their nose.
I thought I was done when I had my complete DVD collection. I didn't know we were going into Blu-rays. And then Blu-rays, I said, I'm not replacing all my DVDs with Blu-rays, some of them. And now there's 4K. We don't need... a good DVD looks pretty good. if it's a good job mastering it on a TV. Have you seen something in 4K on this TV?
On my son's?
Yeah.
Yeah, what he was doing through
Is it
videos
notice? I think it's 3 times the resolution of Blu-ray. Are you seeing anything in this 4K?
You know what? To these old eyes, I can't really tell much of a difference. It's a clear picture. What makes it clearer and better for me is just the sheer size of the screen when you're standing, 5 feet away from it. I'm watching TV downstairs. I'm 20 feet away, and it's a 37-inch screen. That's still decent size for me. I tell people I got a 37-inch TV. They go, "What are you, a caveman?" I thought that was good. I guess not.
A 50-inch TV, though, I think you're supposed to be 20 feet away from it. Is the room?
That's right.
He can't be far enough away to see it.
I got news for you. I don't think he's going to use it.
He's not even going to use it.
No, he's got 2 big screens for his computer. He's playing these games and doing that. If the TV goes on, it might be on just so he knows that he has one. Mm-hmm. But he doesn't really use it. And his logic is, now I've got the TV. When I get my own place, I have my nice TV to bring with me, which is fine.
But for now, that TV should be put down in your living room.
It should be. But he's got his nice TV. Pretty much has everything he needs. Once he's out, he's got all of his furnishings. He's ready to go. But it's just a huge TV.
Yeah, that's kind of big for a room, but
he's got a good-sized bedroom, though.
Yeah, okay.
It's a good-sized bedroom.
Let's see. We do have time to get the deaths.
All right, deaths. Recent, and by recent we mean probably a couple months ago.
There is recent as of the taping of this show, which is not May 10th.
Joe Garagiola.
Now, he's not the one that said, what did the one guy say? Seinfeld. Holy cow, that's not him.
No, that's
right?
Phil Rizzuto.
Okay, he's already going.
Phil Rizzuto, yes, he is.
And apparently he did a lot of hosting.
He was the original Today Show, I think, on the Today Show.
He did some Tonight Show hosting, I read.
Yep.
And game shows.
Yep. Baseball
did
player.
Did a lot after his baseball was over. And that's Barbara Walters in the middle.
Yes, it is.
In a early 70s suit, apparently.
There he is. Rob Ford, who apparently I look like in some manner with the chin, double chin.
Well, you look more like Jimmy Fallon doing Rob Ford.
So you use my term, crack-smoking mayor of Toronto?
Yeah, I just copied it from the email. I found out now I don't even have to type the words in for the subtitles here. If I copy them from an email, I can pop them right in there.
There you go.
Saving time in the editing.
Okay,
there.
well, next time I'll know that, because I was just kind of sending that out to you as a joke, but...
And there he is actually doing the crack from those videos. Videos were coming out every week of him doing some illicit activity.
I think he got reelected to an office in Toronto again at some point, a council, even afterwards.
See, if you're doing a lot of drugs from the 70s, people are dying early, in the 60s. But if you're doing it when you're the mayor, you're dying at 46.
That's right. Plus, he's a little large man as well. Yes. Earl Hamner, Jr., by the way.
There he is on the set there with John Boy.
And there he is with also past Ralph Waite.
Walton's good for its time and good family entertainment, Dave.
Yeah, I used to watch the Waltons. Back when I was a young lad.
I always liked Grandpa and Grandma and their feisty behavior until poor Grandma got the stroke there. She didn't say much after that.
That's awful.
But you got to give her credit, though. She was still acting.
She did mutter a word or two every once in a while, didn't she?
Yeah.
Patty Duke. Ruptured. Are you showing her nude in the lower right?
I was surprised that she turned up nude.
Really?
She's not in the nude or not game, which we'll be doing next week.
Her boobs were out?
Her boobs were out.
What movie?
A couple of movies.
I'm watching it.
We'll put her in the game coming up. 69, sexy age to go. But she was in Beyond the Valley of the Dolls, of course. And that movie we were forced to watch in 9th grade, The Miracle Worker.
Right.
And then they were identical cousins.
Yes.
In the TV
Patty Duke show, wasn't it? Patty Duke
right.
show?
Now, is the cousin gone too? Because
well, if she played both of them, I'd say they're both gone.
No, they both go. These two TV characters are both gone. I did see her at a Chiller show talking to John Aston.
Oh, ex-husband.
I didn't get either one of their autographs because I wasn't interested or pictures, but I believe I have that on video somewhere.
Was she wearing a top?
She did. She did have a top on too. Yes. That's too bad though. She could have been with us, but ruptured her.
The White Shadow has gone, Ed.
Now I just saw him at the SAG Awards.
Yes.
Talking to the folks, and then a little while later he was gone. I think this was another surprising passing, right?
I believe so.
We didn't really find out what happened.
No, I don't know if it was a heart attack or if he had an illness that we were unaware of. I don't know.
Well, there were quite a few deaths. I don't know if we ever...
Gary Shandling. Here. That was a little surprising.
Another one that was rushed to the hospital. We don't know if it was a heart attack or something. But he tweeted out on the social media with a couple people, comedians, like a couple days before, and then he's gone.
Right. That's how it goes sometimes.
That'll happen.
You just drop. That's it. You didn't put Ed Snyder in there. I'm very disturbed at that.
That was the owner of the Philadelphia?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't have time to do that.
Yeah.
Gotta put the game
You don't
together.
have to lie and say you don't have time. You don't want to put him in there.
Nobody knew.
I know.
Yeah,
Everyone that likes hockey knows. Ed Snyder.
If I didn't have so many to put down,
I thought you would have gone with it since he was the creator of Comcast, and everyone hates that big conglomerate. All right. Poster pairs game where you have sent in 2 numbers from 1 to 6. Ed's trying to leave, but he can't because the camera's still on him. But anyway, it's the poster pairs game where you've sent 2 numbers from 1 and 6. We reveal what's behind the 2 numbers you give us. And if they match, you win 2 free movie passes. If you're right, spin the wheel. We spin the wheel, you could win up to 10 tickets.
Huh.
All right, I'm going down here, folks. There you go, Ed. Shake it up so I can get a good one.
Before the next taping, I'm going to work on some kind of promotion.
Okay.
To get more entries into the box.
Well, maybe we should up the prize.
I started to mention it on our Superman Batman show. I put it up early, and we got extra viewers that week.
Oh.
I thought we would have had a few people writing in for tickets, but no.
All right, it's David Matheson, 5 and 6.
5 and 6?
The next to each other ploy. Maybe this will work, Ed.
Well, it didn't last time, so I think it's going to work this time.
5 and 6. Oh, man.
And you know, Dave.
What do you know? What?
He has, there we go.
Is it the up and down ploy again?
It's the up and down one this time.
All right, folks, go back and play last week's show, because that'll be next week's show. There it is.
Why don't we, to make it easier, why don't we do the up and down ploy every week, and then people just have to pick one set of up and downs. You pick 1 and 4 and see if that's the winner.
All right.
No, we can't do that.
Well, we got to do this quick. To enter, send in an email to MediaZone95@gmail.com. MediaZone95@gmail.com. 2 numbers from 1 to 6. We pick your entry, and the 2 numbers that you give us, if we reveal what's behind those and they match, you win 2 free movie passes. If you're right, spin the wheel, you can possibly win 10. You have 1 chance to win 10. You have 2 chances for 6, 2 chances for 4, 6 chances you keep the 2 you originally won. 5 chances you lose 1, 2 chances you lose them both. But if you don't right spin the wheel, you just keep the 2. You know, that's how it works, Ed.
That is how it works. Okay, next week, we tickled it earlier, but we're bringing back the Nude or Not game.
Patty Duke.
She'll be on a future one.
Okay.
And I didn't have time to go a lot of details, but in the future we'll be putting the actual movies they were in and what minute mark they were in and all that. And a special surprise going along with the Nude or Not game next week. So
all right.
We'll look forward to that along with a couple of good movies.
Okay.
Next week for the summer movie season.
You just saying that?
Yes. Okay. We'll see you next time.